In this video, I'd like to show you how to create this easy sun catcher. Welcome to Crafted Sweetly. I'm Diana. Thanks so much for being here. So in this video, I'll show you how to create this easy sun catcher using either nesting dies that you may have, or you can use your Cricut or Silhouette machine. It works with either one. And I do have another video how to make a sun catcher linked right at the end of this video. So be sure to check that out once you've seen this one. So let's get right into it. For this project, I am starting off with one piece of acetate, and I just put this paper behind it just so you can see the color movement of the alcohol ink. This is a 91% alcohol. So I'm just gonna add some alcohol here, however you wish. And as far as alcohol inks that I'm using, it's the T-Rex inks. I really like these because the color is very rich, so a little goes a long way. Make sure when you work with this that you're working in a well-ventilated area. The other nice thing with the T-Rex inks is that the color is on the cap, so that makes it super easy. And then I'm just gonna move this alcohol ink around using this blow dryer. It's a brush without the attachments. From Yupo paper, I'm going to cut out the rings, and for that I'm using a set of nesting dies like this. You can use really any shape, it doesn't have to be round, so this project works with whatever size you have. And if you don't have dies, you can do the same project with a Cricut. Just make sure you set up the rings that you're cutting out, you know, getting whatever size you want them. So I'm using this set of nesting dies that I have. I've already cut out some of them here, like this. And I need 2 of each size for each disc. I've cut out 3 of them, and I need to cut out 2 more of the large and the medium size. I put some repositionable tape to make sure that these stay in the same place, and I'm gonna cut out this twice, because I need to cut it to cover the front and the back. And I'm gonna run this through the big shot. So I cut this first round out, and I do need one more set. So making sure that this doesn't shift the location where this is gonna cut, I'm gonna set it down and then cut one more. But from here, I'm using these 2 wider rings. And this I'll save for another project. And then I have all the pieces I need with Yupo paper for this project. Now, from the acetate that we just colored with alcohol ink, I'm gonna need 3 of them. So let me take these pieces out, which are the wide ones. And I have all of the borders. Now I need to cut 2 large ones, 2 medium ones, and a small one as far as the acetate. The largest one is this. You can always double check. That's the largest one here. And then I need 2 medium ones, which is this one here. And then I need a small one. From the acetate here, and some places will not work. You may have to do one more if you like particular areas of the design from here. So I'm gonna put this down and see which area looks best to cut from. So I'm gonna do this one right here, and let's see if I can get all 3 out of one. And then I'll do this down here, and then I do need to make one more because I need 2 more of these size, which are the larger ones. So this is what I'm gonna need to run through the die cutting machine. And at this point, what I'm gonna do is I will put some tape down just to hold it in place. I don't have a machine that is this wide. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of trim around here and then put it through the machine that way. and then make one more page the same way. Once you have all your acetate pieces cut out with the 3 different sizes, then I'm taking the rings that match up with the acetate, and then I'm gonna glue this as a border. So for this I'm using art glitter glue, and just a thin line will do. And then once you have the thin line, then just apply it right at the edge. Now if it shifts a little bit and you can see the glue, no worries, that's gonna dry clear. And then this goes on the back side. So you need to repeat this with all of the pieces that you're using, whether it's the circle or any other shape. And then just make sure that this is aligned properly so that you only see this as a border. Okay, and then just let all these pieces dry. I've done the other ones. So I have the 2 large ones, 2 medium ones, and 1 small. Okay, so I'll let these dry before I proceed on to the next step. Once these are dry, I'm gonna put holes in each one of these. And for that, I'm using this Crop-a-Dile because it has a tiny hole puncher on this side. So I can put the hole right in this border area. I don't have to do it in the plastic. Alright, so now I have a hole in each one. And these 2 go together, and these 2. So I'm using this thread. It's a beading thread for this portion. You can use different kind of threads if you'd like. You can use clear fishing line type of thing if you don't want to really see where these are hanging. But I'm gonna tie all of these with the string. And I'm just gonna do 3 knots on each one just to be sure these don't fall off. And then as far as how long these should be, it's gonna depend on how you want this arranged. So I'm gonna have these 2 at the top, and then the smallest one will be right down in the middle. So this is the arrangement I'm gonna do for it. I didn't want to do one more here because then you'd see the string. You'd see the string from this one. You'd see it behind this one here. So that's why I'm kind of sticking with them each being individually aligned this way. And then to hang all of these, I'm gonna use this dowel rod. It's, I believe, like 1/2 inch diameter. And I'm going to start off with the center one, and then I'm just gonna tie this right to the rod. And this, we want to make sure that this is centered. Now the next one that I want to tie is, I want it to be close to here, because this is gonna be in the center right here. So what you could do is just tie all of them. The height you want to make sure you do from at this point, but then as far as on the rod itself, that can be shifted because this will move to the left or right. But the height is what you want to make sure you have exactly where you want it. And then once you've tied them all to the rod, this is what you end up with. This is going to be hanging down like this. And you have the 5 different sun catchers. It's really easy to make. You just need the acetate and some alcohol inks. So you can play around with that to create some fun designs, and these can be different shapes. Hope you enjoyed this video and it inspires you to create something with an alcohol ink sun catcher. If you have any questions, please comment below. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next project.